I need you to understand that I love doing this. I love talking about health. I love helping people with their health. This doesn't feel like I'm working. It does not feel like a job. I love doing this. See, I realized at a young age, the things that you eat have a huge impact on your health, how you'll feel, how you'll think, how you'll perceive. And it was at a super young age that I realized that our food is really fuel. And I began to read about it. I was super fascinated. What can I eat to make me the strongest? What can I consume to make me my most powerful? Obviously, just like anything else in life, you have to go through it to figure out. So I went through a phase in time where I was eating what I thought to be healthy. And then with more education and more reading, I found out this isn't so healthy. So I made that switch. And in this time of discovering that nutrition is your real weapon, your real tool at leading the life that you want to live, I found out a few things. You should eat how you want to feel. You should also not eat when you're not hungry. And lastly, you should enjoy your food. Just stay to the end and I'm going to explain what that looks like, what that feels like. So, eating how you want to feel. If you want to be energized, if you want to have the energy, you should eat that way. You should avoid foods that make you feel weird. You should avoid foods that make you feel sick. You've had these foods, you've had these experiences. You know what it feels like when there's a change in the foods that you eat. You know which foods make you feel good and they're healthy. And if you don't, I encourage you to look into it. If you're not hungry, why are you eating? I understand that life is busy, but if you're simply not hungry, you shouldn't eat. Now, I do believe and feel that you should have set times that you're wanting to eat. But for an example, when I talk about not being hungry, I'm mainly talking about the times that people are forcing themselves to eat because they feel like they may not eat otherwise. So early in the morning when you wake up, people feel like this is a time that they should eat. You don't necessarily have to eat if you're not hungry, because think about it. You had a meal and your body is still in a fasted state. So it may not be hungry. It'll give you these hunger cues, right? So if you're not hungry, you probably shouldn't be eating. And another example of this is when you're watching TV or watching a movie. The shows and the movies have a really good effect on us. If we have a snack, we're going to keep eating it. While we're watching, I want to see what happens. I'm watching this movie, I'm eating my popcorn. But that right there is a behavior. That necessarily isn't a survival tactic, because that popcorn isn't really nourishing you the way you want it to. And I'm not trying to shoot down popcorn and say it's the most unhealthiest thing in the world. I'm just using it as an example for snacks that we're eating when we're not necessarily hungry. Okay, a snack is just that. It's a snack. Okay, a meal is a meal and a snack is a snack. A snack is to hold you over. And lastly, enjoying your food. Are you chewing your food? Are you actually taking the time to taste it? You think about, I want you to look at the blue zones in the world. These are the places where there are people that are living in their 100s. People are thriving in their 100s. I'm not talking about rocking chair living, little movement. No, these people, they're expressing, they're dancing, they're moving, they have a lot of physical activity, they're cooking, right? Find something in common about these places. Once you do, I'm sure that you will find that they enjoy their food. They share their food with others. It is a social time. They sit down at a table. There isn't technology. They're not consumed with anything else other than their food and socializing. And that's the reason why some of these places have the life expectancy that they do, because their food is sacred and it's not a pastime. It's not, let me eat again. Their food is your fuel. It is your golden token. It keeps you moving. So you need to enjoy your food. You need to not eat when you're not hungry to be your most effective. And you need to eat how you want to feel. And again, I love doing this. I know you're not a hater. If you found this helpful, like the video. Share it with somebody who you know it could help. Just like you're helping yourself, I know you want to help someone else. I hope that you have a great day, and we'll see you for the next video.